Most investors treat an offering memorandum like a brochure. They look at the photos, check the occupancy, and see if it fits the preset box. But if you've been looking at 20-unit deals in Hampton Roads lately, you know the boxes are starting to feel empty. The math doesn't pencil, and for most, because people are looking for the property as a finished static product. I don't look at the property, I look at the anomaly. See, there's a $44,000 annual discrepancy sitting on this rent roll. It's not hidden in a secret account, it's sitting right there in plain sight on the comp table. But most brokers won't talk about it because they're trained to sell the status quo. They'll tell you this is a stabilized, safe asset, and they're right about the safety, but they're wrong about the ceiling. In the next few minutes, we're going to strip away the marketing fluff and look at the actual physics of this deal. We're going to look at why a property 3 blocks away is outperforming this one by 20%, the same exact floor plan. More importantly, I'm going to show you why the current owner has actually done the market a massive favor by reaching what I call the plateau of stability. When you look at Norfolk, you aren't just looking at a city, you're looking at an economy built on 3 pillars: the Navy, the port, and the medical district. These pillars provide a predictable recurring flow of a specific human capital. Most operators miss the nuance of how that capital moves through a 20-unit asset. They see it as a small apartment building. I see it as a high-velocity workforce hub that's currently perfectly positioned for its next evolution. Let's look at the physics of the asset class. 20 units, 100% one bedroom, 600 square feet. Now in Norfolk, this specific unit type is the liquid gold of the workforce. It's mobile, it's high demand, and it's low friction. The current owner has maintained an incredible 95% occupancy at an average rent of $1,015. To achieve that level of consistency in this submarket is a massive accomplishment. It means the property has been managed with care. It means the tenants are satisfied. The current ship is not just steady, it's de-risk. But look at 5537 Iowa Avenue. Same zip code, same square feet, same 1-bedroom configuration. They're hitting $1,200. This is an $185 per month discrepancy. Now most people see that and ask, how do I raise the rent? That's the wrong question. The real question, the operator's question, is why is the market already paying a $200 premium for the exact same footprint? It isn't about granite countertops, it's about the experience gap. See, the current owner is focused on the hardest part, the foundation. They've kept the building clean, full, and functional. They've reached a plateau of stability, which is where 90% of the work happens, but there is a remaining 10%, an optimization layer. That exists at the modern workforce. Azalea Gardens is a beautifully finished product for an owner who values a steady state. For the next operator, that $185 gap represents the experience premium that the Iowa Avenue property is already capturing. There's a lot of talk about the new luxury construction in Norfolk. Most people see those 100-unit towers with the rooftop pools as competition. I see them as a pricing floor. See, we aren't fighting those developers. We're using their momentum. See, every time a new Class A building opens up downtown and asks for $1,800 or $2,000 for a 1-bedroom, they're doing the hard work for us. They're anchoring the market's expectations higher. They're spending millions on amenities that 80% of the workforce can't afford, which creates a massive vacuum right here where Azalea Garden sits. The current owner has been incredibly respectful of the local tenant base, which is why the building has remained a fortress of occupancy. But as those luxury towers push to ceiling, they create room for the value plus tier. See, Azalea Garden is currently the best bargain on the street because its floor has already been held steady while the ceiling has been raised by the luxury market. See, this is the beauty of owning a 20-unit asset. You're small enough to be nimble, but large enough to benefit from the macro shifts in the city. You don't need to spend $50,000 a door on a clubhouse. You just need to recognize $1,015 rent, while successful, is now sitting below the market's new value floor of $1,200. Now let's look at the operational reality. See page 18, the repairs and maintenance line. If you operate in a submarket, that number tells you exactly what stage the property is in. It's a healthy number, which proves the owner has invested in the long-term health of the building. They haven't deferred maintenance, they've met it head on, and that's a gift to the next buyer. But also reveals a reactive maintenance loop. See, this is common in properties that are managed with a human first touch. Problems are fixed as they arise to keep tenants happy. It works beautifully for stability. However, there's a different operating system, a digital first proactive model that can tighten the loop. When you see this pattern, you know that the heavy lifting of the physical repairs is done. The next phase is the operational multiplier. By shifting from reactive model to frictionless automated model, you don't just reduce the strain on the staff, you increase the velocity of the asset's yield. That $185 rent gap we discussed, that $44,000 in annual NOI, at a conservative market cap, that's nearly $750,000 equity. See, the current owner has built the $750,000 vault. The next operator just needs to apply the modern operating system to unlock it. This isn't a distressed deal. This is a transition deal. You see, look at 2707 Azalea Garden Road just down the street. They're only getting $806 a month. Why? Because they haven't put in the work that the current owner of 3475 has. The seller of this property has already proven they can beat the street average by $200. Now they've already won the first half of the game. They've built a foundation that is 100% occupied and physically sound. They're handing over a winner, but the second half of the game is still being played at $1,200. See, this property is the bridge. It sits between the as-is idealized reality of the neighborhood and the optimized reality of the modern workforce. See, most brokers will try to sell this by talking about pro forma dreams. I'd rather talk about the current market fact. The building is full because the owner cared for it. The maintenance is up to date because the owner invested into it. The gap to the nearest comparable proves that a $1,200 experience premium is already being paid by tenants in this zip code. This is the moment in an asset's life cycle where the most equity is created, the handoff from a specialist in stability to a specialist in optimization. So if you understand the physics of the North workforce, you aren't guessing. You're simply taking the torch for the next leg of the race. And I've spent the last few weeks digging into the one-bedroom market here. I've looked at the data that doesn't make it to the brochure. And if you're an owner, you want to see how the transition looks from an exit planning perspective, or if you're an operator who sees the same $44,000 gap I do, reach out. I'm not here to give you a sales pitch. We'll do a 15-minute meeting. I'll show you the math behind the gap and the specific data points I've gathered on this Azalea corridor. And if it makes sense to dive deeper, we will. See, the foundation is set, the anomaly is waiting.